Hi everyone, hope you're all doing good. What we're going to look at today is some tree decorations for Christmas time and some garlands. They're made out of air dry clay and they look really pretty when they're put on the tree. So this one, what they look like, well, the clay that I used before was just the basic self-hardening clay that I bought from a craft shop, and this is how they look. So they were a bit grey, so I thought I'd use Pebeo Pearl acrylic paint, and that gives you this nice little shimmer, but it's really subtle. But I also, because I had some copper wire and I couldn't find my silver wire to start with, I thought let's try out painting it copper and do some copper with some nice bronzy beads. But this wire, I was trying it out, because what you do, you thread the beads on and then you twist it. It's quite a thick gauge, so I found some other wire that I had, jewellery making wire it's called, and it's a lot thinner. It doesn't have the gauge on here, it just says 0.4 millimeters. So it is quite flexible but still strong enough to hold the heart. So I thought that would be much better for us to have a go with. So if you're using stronger gauge wire like this, you probably need some of these to grip and try and twist the wire. But with this softer wire, with the pliers, sorry, pointy nose pliers, with the soft wire you don't really need that. And I think I've raved about these before, but these are the wire cutters I use. They're brilliant, called Xuron Micro Shear. They are really good, because I bought some other ones and they didn't even cut. These ones do it so nicely, it doesn't fly everywhere. Just really nice. Highly recommend. Certainly not sponsored. I'm too small a YouTube, to say the least. Yeah, so we're going to have a go at making this look pretty. And maybe, I was thinking we could cut out some hearts. You could do some heart garlands or use a star. I've got these cookie cutters that I'm going to use for the air drying clay, and I did have a template for these that I drew. I can't find it, so for quickness we just do some like this. I think these long ones would look really good, I think, with maybe a hole in the bottom and some more beads hanging. It would look really good, wouldn't it? It's not very straight though, we'll see when it cuts out, so we'll have a look. So yeah, you could do heart garland, have hearts instead of stars, or the stars. So, but yeah, this is make sure that's in focus. This is a snowflake that I ordered from Amazon. I think they were about £9 for 10 of them, so under £1 each. And they look so pretty. And yeah, these are some stars I've already painted up. So what we do, I'll carry on with this and show you how we do that. And oh, this is the copper paint. This is just from a craft shop in UK, Hobbycraft, but I would imagine in USA, Hobby Lobby. And I think I've heard a lot of people talk about Michael, so you probably get a nice copper acrylic paint there. I know Arteza do lovely copper paint. So yeah. And these are the small beads I used. These pots are great. These are for from takeaways. And yeah, because these are so tiny. So they're really handy to keep them in. And then this is another type of takeaway pot. And these are a little bit bigger, which probably would be better for the hearts. Okay, so we'll put this away. So obviously you will need the beads, some wire, either the thicker wire or the finer wire, which I found easier, to be honest, for this technique. And some acrylic paints, or you could use something like this, which is metallic luster. So it's like a wax metal finish. That might be quite nice. And a rolling pin. So either one of these, acrylic, or I've got this one. I used to use this when I used to do cake decorating. As you can see from the old mat here, this is really good because it's non-stick. I used to do decorate cakes and wedding cakes and crazy cakes I used to make, because I used to be really into that. That was many, many years ago. And this is non-stick, so I used to roll out the fondant so I can roll out the self-hardening clay. And this is the one I'm going to try. I've never used this before, so we're going to try it today. Hearty Soft. I've seen other people use it on YouTube and I thought it looks really nice, so we're going to have a go with that. Fingers crossed it'll be okay, because I haven't used it. I may create some little hearts and maybe put some initials in with these, so that might be quite cool. So if you've got any of those, if I can get these out, what initial do I want? Okay, and they've got the little, they're tiny, so they look really nice just on here. Or you could do it greetings, festive season, things like that, whatever you want to say. Or if you just want to do hearts and put much love, and you can use these and embed it into the clay. So let's have a go at this clay first. I'm going to get all these out of the way. If you don't have a non-stick plastic sheet that I've got here, you can always use the non-stick paper that you can buy and use that. So let's have a go. I've opened this, but I've never used it before. It feels so light against the other. I'm just going to take a small bit out to start with. Wow, such a nice texture. It's not sealed when you open it though, so I'm going to have to put it in a container. Keep it nice and soft. I should really take these off, shouldn't I? Some of them anyway. That'll be right. So, knead it. This reminds me back in the day when I was doing fondant icing. I hope everyone's okay. It's crazy time still, isn't it? We're in lockdown number 2 in the UK. It doesn't seem as bad as the first one to me because I'm a college lecturer and I'm in college most of the time, to be honest. So it doesn't seem any different at the moment. Because I think I've almost got used to not being able to go out. That's my only thing, not being able to meet up with friends. Even like, we're not supposed to meet up even just on the outside, so it's really hard. How are you all keeping? Let me know in the comments below how you are, how you're coping, your ways of coping. My way of coping is trying to squeeze in some creativity, because my job is quite demanding, to say the least, and I just think it's really important to try and get in some creativity. So I really want to make a lot of the gifts this year. I've actually made some beaded bookmarks, which I might, I think I'll do a video about that as well. That'd be really cool for others to have a go at that. So let's have a go at this. Ooh, looks like there's a bubble. So we don't want it too thin. Don't want to roll it out too thin. They want a bit of substance to them, so I don't really want to go any thinner than that. I think I may have gone a bit too thin that end. So what should we do? If I do a heart, would I be able to squeeze in? Yeah, let's try the heart. Just a very long, skinny heart. So I can get a little baby heart too. Or maybe two. I don't think I'll get a star out of it. But you can see what the stars look like here. Oh, you know what would be good? I used to have, when I used to do the fondant, we used to have a little smoother. That would be great for this. Look at me, my nail. I haven't even got long nails. I'm digging my nails in. That's annoying. But this is a lot more pliable than the self-hardening clay that I got from the craft shop, to be honest. So I've got a little sponge here that's a little bit damp, and can you see how it smooths it out around the edges? Takes all them edges off. I don't know if it'll smooth that off. No. So just be careful with your nails. So I might need to get a little smoother on there. So what I've been using for making the holes, funny enough, something else I had in the cupboard. This is a cake tester to test the whether it's cooked or not. And I'm going to do a little one here because I'd really like to do some little dangles from the bottom as well. Yeah. So make sure it goes right through. My hair's falling out. And the same at the bottom if you're going to do that. Wow, this is a lot softer. The basic self-hardening clay that isn't pure white may be a little bit easier to use, I have to say. You get from the craft shop. Okay, that's all right. I'll dry nicely. Put it on a flat area. So I'll just wet my finger on the sponge and do these little fellas. Wow, they look cute, don't they? And then just right under there. Move it around, wiggle it a little bit. That's it. Yeah, so pretty straightforward. All you need to do now is leave them somewhere to dry. And obviously with the garlands, you'd have to make quite a few of these. And you could also make a heart. I just need to get a bit of tissue there. Painting on there, I think there's a few things. Right, so... And you can actually add a few drops of colour if you wanted to make this not white. I mean, my colour scheme, I have a tree that's all white and silver in my living room, and then I have in the dining room I have more rich bronze and gold colours, and burgundy as well actually. So I'm just going to make a star. Squeeze two in. Oh, did I do that all the way around? Yep, okay. No, I didn't. Ew, no, I can't squeeze it in, or can I, or can I? Yes, I can! I do like to be economical with it. I'm going to roll it out, make it worth my time. So yeah, smooth them out. You can leave this smoothing out process till after, and you can use sandpaper if you prefer, and just, I like to do it now, and then I can rub them down after if I need to, but I shouldn't need to really. See, just dab in your fingers onto the sponge and then wiping it over. It's really cool. I'm liking this, but just got used to how you've got to get used to how flexible it is. Oh, I've lost my, oh, there it is. Obviously you can use an awl if you haven't got one of these cake testers. It was just quite handy for me. See it? Oh, pull it out gently, otherwise you get that. There you go. More haste, less speed, right? Carefully wiggle it and then pull it out carefully. That's better. Yeah, so there you go. Some nice little shapes that I can play with later once they're dry. And I'll just go and put them somewhere nice and flat. And I can decide what I'm going to do with them. You could even put I've got some really beautiful Arteza shimmer powder. I could just put that on the top as well. Oh, just wanted to try something else out while they're still soft. I've got a rubber stamp and I just wanted to try that out, see how that would work. I wonder. Oh, I'm going to be brave. What should I do? On the little one or the big one? Some text, so just you can't be too hard, otherwise it will squish it out of shape. So gently roll it. Never tried that before. Oh, that could look quite cool, couldn't it? I like that. Yeah, with some silver or bronze wax over that, that will show the text really well. Cool. Let me just try this. I've got an embossing plate. I haven't got any of these machines, so what I do with these, I actually dampen paper, put it in and roll it down, and it embosses the paper really nicely. So, shall we try this? My battery just went. So, as I was embossing, but so you can see that? Yeah, doesn't it come out nice? I'll really be doing a few of them for sure. And this is, just to show you up close, a little heart. How cool is that? So when you either paint or put shimmer on that, that'll highlight that. It looks really cool. Pleased with that. It's squished out the hole though, so I need to make a hole for this one. Carefully, that's it. Great, so these are what we've made. Oh, and I didn't realise the camera was off, but I also did these where you can see I've put the initial on it, and these would be good maybe if you put ribbon through or string or whatever suits your table, and you could have them as either around napkins or around your glass. You could do initial for everybody. Quite cool. And I did that quite simply with this that I showed you earlier, and I just pressed it in. I did it quite hard because I quite like the square as well. So yeah, so I just got to let them dry now. So if we go back to this, I'm just going to antique this a little bit using the Ranger Distress Oxide in Vintage Photo. I just want to take this down a little bit. Just got to find my my little sponge. What do I do that with? oh, I can't find my proper one, but this is one that I made from a cheap, it's like a sponge for children for just painting circles. So I put one of those Velcro things on there, and I'll have to use that. I don't know where my other proper one is. It doesn't matter, they both do the same. Doesn't look so cool though, does it? So I just wanted to age that up a little bit. Personally, you don't have to. Yeah, you may not want to do that, so it's just me. I thought that was a bit harsh. The copper bronze. Just keep checking my battery. I put a new one in, and oh, hello Dizzy. Sorry, my cat's talking to me. He's very vocal. I think what we'll do is save the next stage to part 2, and where I will finish this off using the wire, and I think I'll do that one as well, and we'll carry on with the garland. Oh, alright Dizzy. Yeah, so we'll make some of these. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Alright kid. Okay. Yeah, so we'll carry on part 2, and we'll actually do the beading with the wire, make the garlands and make the hearts. And we'll hopefully, if these are dry, we'll maybe paint these up as well. Otherwise this will be way too long. Okay, take care everybody, really look after yourselves, and I'll be back soon. Bye for now, much love.